been a while. The channel's been quiet. I haven't been, it's been quiet because since Tyree, I've been windsurfing 3 times. Not the winter I was hoping for, that's for sure. But there's been a lot going on, and that's what we're going to talk about. I think I'm going to split this into 3 parts. The first part is about my trip to Australia, which you'll find out about in this one. Second part, second part is gonna be about my injury, and the third part is gonna be about the realities of trying to be a windsurfer in 2025. So I'll start with a bit we've all been waiting for, a bit of a story time this one will be. Basically got deported from Australia, that's the first part. I was meant to be going to Oz with Finn, Mr. Finn Mellon from Ireland. And we were gonna go there, in early December and go for 2 to 3 months to West Oz, Geraldton, Nalu, Margaret River, all the good stuff. And it was a trip that I was really excited for. I hadn't been out of the UK on a winter trip for about 4 or 5 years since COVID really. So that was long overdue, I would say, that trip. So getting on to the story, we had planned everything, flights and everything, and we were set to go. We also had a windsurfer from Geraldton who reached out to us and said, look boys, I've got some labouring, landscaping work I can offer you boys for some beer money, for a bit of money on the way. Anyway, fast forward 2 days of travelling from London to Perth. Got to Perth through passport control, then a border force dude came up to me and started asking me loads of questions and why I'm here and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, he kind of looked me up and down and said, right, go on. Once I'd gotten all my bags, I was gonna go through, and then the same guy before came up to me and said, right, I wanna do a full check on you. All your bags, I need to check all your phone and everything. They went away, and about 40 minutes later they come back and they say, right, we need to take you upstairs for interrogation. And what followed was pretty horrible experience, I would say. There was some bad hours that followed in this kind of little cell where I was questioned. What they'd found on my phone was conversations between me and Finn and this windsurfer talking about doing some sort of casual work, which basically meant with the visa that we had, it was illegal. So they went ahead and cancelled the visa, resulting in a couple of nights locked in a hotel before flying all the way back to London. So that was a week around the world, and that was my trip to Oz. Probably wondering what happened to Finn. He basically got the same treatment as me, although, because they saw the messages between us, they saw that he was on a later flight. He'd come in from Ireland on another flight, and they'd basically just taken him pretty much there and then, and gone through the whole process with me as well. To add to the nightmare trip, Finn ended up paying 3,500 Aussie dollars for one board bag on the way back, because Qatar had fucked him pretty hard with the bags. So yeah, pretty disaster trip for both of us, made even worse with Finn having to pay the excess baggage. So yeah, pretty shitty trip, but that's the story of why I'm not in Australia. That's part one of these videos. This was definitely a bit of a disaster, although for me anyway, it might have been a bit of a blessing in disguise, which is what I'm going to talk about in the next video.